such a way that fit within that particular 20 contest. You can't go beyond 20. And deputy Kurano Befabia, a beg just 1-1-1-1, and that is it. Then we go. Then within the presidency, president has been given excessive executive powers. Checks be a niso. And I think that is something that we need to look at, because we are president in our part of the world. They say, be a president of Ghana. And Mara want to mention, say, a man called a member toilet, so not a man called my toilet. So aside of that, you can do anything. You see, such powers, such powers, are too dangerous to be handed to an individual.
Exactly.
Yes, and then Nipana one in 70 years you might think, say, what if Ochina, Okoto Abama, Obia, or the Nyasa to me, that is why today, if you go to the Jubilee House, you have over thousands of people acting as presidential staffers. Wow. And in the midst of these challenges, we are paying them. Nobody hasn't seen the need. The government is calling us, Ghana for more young bet, more sacrifice. Let us share the pain.
Yeah, no more enjoy.
Asking them to say, yes, is government sharing the pain? Because citizens are taking inspiration from the leadership at the top. And sana di bi now, let me cite example. Say, if you go to the United States of America, see a deploy military men on a war front. They know very well say chances of coming back are 50, chances of not coming back are 50. Yet most of them happily enlist themselves. They go to the war. Why? Because they have trust in the political establishment. They have trust in America as a country. So going to die for their country, and they don't care because they know say America will repay them. But in our context, that can never be the situation, because leader no catch us a sacrifice, or no, he's never ready to cut anything, because as say, go and look at budgetary allocation to the Flagstaff House. Go and check amount for more year Juma or the amount of money at the moment. Look at the size of government. Look at deputy ministers. So we call Agreka is funny. There were deputy minister in charge of horticulture, deputy minister in charge of your friends saying crops, so whole lot of your friends saying funny portfolios, and I crazy, and I Maya. But meaning can you be a winning whenever there is a problem, that is where you collect your best. You think out of the box to ensure say you remedy the situation. But the your leaders are still living in luxury, even though they accept that we are in challenges, but they are still living in luxury. Then the citizenry, they are putting the pain and the pressure on us. It's just like Papa on and the Matifie. Now, what catch troubles I could say, Sikasama Dio, and Yasi and Yama Musisa, and to Frajuma about do traffic man, our talk, KK, and the fish. No, the Abba, no, the man, and the man, no more. No, we are now a crow. He tells them that they cook in Pisca could eat. Your friend is saying pizza. Yes, that is the kind of situation that Yatiamos is here. So if government wants to show that particular seriousness, I think that we need to. And again, your constitution, I have listened to a lot of discussion from people. So your constitution, I say, the constitution cannot just be jettisoned, throw away just like that, because it is the foundation upon which the Fourth Republic has been built around. Yes, there are a lot of structural loopholes then as but I believe that we need massive constitutional re-engineering. We need to review the constitution, because good day, and the present, a lot of things have changed, and I see no reason why the constitution should be rigid. We need to review certain component of our constitution so that reflected the current situation. But constitution is supposed to be a living document. Always, it must have a relation with the prevailing economic, social, and political environment. So at any point in time, whenever you sense disconnect, it means that one has to be amended, and you cannot amend the lifestyle of the people. It means that you need to amend the constitution and update itself. So your constitution also has to be amended, and then this article 71, this whole thing, a bone of contention, as Russia and as for you see, and gender confidence. And mamma from home mine. I said few individual on your opportunity to become MP or China, why you come. So as a man, I'm a doctor near me. That is why in there. So here your political arena now, everybody want to be a politician.
Yeah.
Everybody want to join the political wagon. Now say you appointed man be DC for just 4 years. Na Juma say oh we are the ye. Until the Bumuza Ghana appointed to be DC ya. And then they then my palm white. You pass all them. Exactly. Because leadership, if it is about service, I will best say, I see no reason why this year, how you can perform your role better. I wish me a civil community. By the end, I saw them, because we know that now a Payana, Yakanya, a beer, and they still with impunity because nobody cares about the country. And again, you look at the laws of the country, especially so far as corruption fights in it as far is concerned. The law is very lax on that particular thing. So the problem is that the Attorney General is directly appointed by the President. So always and always he's tied to the whims and the conveniences of the President. He decides what case to take and what case not to. So if we are serious and we really want to prosecute people, let us disconnect the Attorney General from the whims and the conveniences of the power that be. So that the Attorney General will be independent, will be bold enough to take issues on its own and deal with it. But this whole place, you're setting up special prosecutor and they say, be paying them when we know special prosecutor by what's all the but we are wasting money. Yes, because you don't need a new creation. You don't need a new creation to fight corruption. What we need is political commitment. If you have that particular commitment, even the police and the IG will be enough, because we have you have institutions already. They have prosecutorial powers. Just empower them, give them a free room to operate. And you see, let us make corruption and a very unattractive venture for people. The continue panel is a high risk area, nobody will go. Because so we follow development in South Korea quite recently. Our president at some point in who engaged in corruption. Jail. Director of the National Intelligence Bureau, our director went to jail because he was involved. The son of Samsung CEO went to jail because of the same thing. These are powerful people who are going to jail. So if these powerful people are going to jail, now when you're small fry without the baby, you know say Embrana Juma, but a Kuna Yatimuno, Sikani in jail. I hear for now, Ohiani Bana Wanakoti Contumbre, Ohiani Bana Wako Galamse Saita, Okobo Amenanum, Ayabade, one day, penalty, Eldino, or no jail, but the toys Cabita na, one small Mokubuhono, or your campaign, as some bar, Ubina President, Amananya, the energy to go and clear them. So all these things, again, we need to structure our institutions in such a way that they will be very, very effective.
Good.
But, Obama by a catcher say institutions in Africa must work, you can't no keke. Because decision making in this particular country, with unbridled individual discretion, human interface, the people pay and obey. For instance, so we have some registration.
Thank you.
You know, as today, I block your man for him. There is no law that is backing it. Parliament hasn't given any approval, but she has single-handedly blocked a sim in this particular country, and it has been almost like a month. As will be a new year, the amount for sim ya blocking. Yet Kroma and a minister in charge of road, or no Ankasa sorry in his twisted head, beside herself, you too everywhere. We have lost millions of cities. If somebody goes out there and tells the institutions must work, institutions are not working. Rather, individual interface and individual discretion. And that is what we must do at that particular point in time. So I think that all these things, because the problem is now you go through, can't everywhere have gone through the same thing.
Exactly.
In the United States of America, who go through track almost story, you see, there were instances that they had their own challenges, but as people they realize that there is the need for us to put institutions ahead and have a plan, a national plan. Because so we a U.S. president now, the machinery now, the Nema Emma the engine of America's economy running away a president that you can't touch it.
No.
It will be American president that power most of a foreign policy dimension that particular area there. Yeah, call war, yeah, sanction way, say but and near the economy of America rather not you can touch them because institution they are shaky and they are really working. So I think that is what we need to do and take away the individual discretion that will be a panel. Now young so citizens, no but my culture say wherever in the world you see sustained bad governance, the people there are not victims, they are accomplices and sponsors.
Exactly.
Wherever in the world you see sustained bad governance, the citizens are not victims. They are rather sponsors and accomplices, and nobody deserves mercy. That is the point we are.
Exactly.
Situation there, cause no, party for. Now you know, as of for the chile, I am for. I'm more experienced. Sabi, betting Kenyans as much as because of a media food in the car. Yet the moment in Obiamian, as of for who are supposed to intercede on behalf of the people, government and the people, they are in the middle eating and dining with government.
Exactly.
And the media, that is supposed to be the forefront. Their job is to listen to the concerns of the people, amplify it in the airwaves, be a policy, your friends and makers will hear and just make considerations, and then money power at your room ADD, and then you're just citizens door, you shut it door, so they don't care about the citizens anymore. So I think all these are structural changes that adopt here. Ghana will be on the right footing, and the more minor, I think we will move forward.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. LC. Stylish.
LC1. The big mama.
Hello. Yes. Yes. Gurus will be having and then what I and critical share baby and Stanley Brown or share be and they tutu na fini boni no and do have landi yes
she's a big inspiration and
it's true it's or friend and opinion no check it this that thank you NTCC anu me won perform me person me biso mo ho asen oka media na asen opon kroma no ye adwuma wo joy me boa minim no program one-on-one ya call you who know tell do anim ono be na ye ontumi ka asama Ghana mbo ntie sisi opon nya position a o ka asama Ghana ne tie me who impact bia say ontumi economy bia and then tapol odomo china na I say we know I mean how do you see that because one say ye wo almost numbers be a controlling generation now. I said, Bibi, who can be will come and defend it. How do you see Paul Adum or how do you see?
I think that sometimes a because you see. That's a politics in a party. Yes, everybody is entitled, and so kind of constitution adopt multi-party democracy. What it means, the vehicle to capture political power has now become a two political parties, and everybody to exercise the right to exercise that particular right, which political party or don't join it, because that particular alone, also a democratic exercise in ensuring whatever objective we are certified on be achieved. But being a party person, we need to elevate our thinking beyond the frontiers of mere partisan politics. Now, say the bigger picture is the country Ghana. But any motivation going into politics has always been money, and we are scared. So, I will lose my position. We seem to have come to an agreement. So whatever that emanates from our party, whether good or bad, it is our job to support it. And that has been the norm that has been normalized in this particular country. So very often it's quite unusual for you to see say the party no yeah the bonnet na obi be holding that particular conviction, but you can be educated. That is the point that I want to make. So you can be a mind is an educated mind that mind should have the friends saying that it should have the ability to think independently by assessing all the variables in our situation. Then you arrive at a conclusion. The conclusion you know either right or wrong, and that will determine and somehow become. But you have even educated, because of this same partisan politics, and they're just thinking like roadside obia or anything. So when your minister over radio so now or kasa or kasa be obi or tip then came baba be a one more we are you see element of refinement that element of enlightenment education and the mind this time no Oshia Bibino, Sanem baby. So they go out there and they embarrass themselves. Sometimes you listen to some of these guys who mention their names, we see the kind of analysis, the justification, and the attempt to almost defend everything. Sometimes we are young men out to and they are doing all these things because of the gains they come that come with those things. But they be a say, Abraham boy. It's never always about money. Your cousin will be a richer. Your contest when you define it to be just money. But the dignity, the integrity that comes with those things, a money pan acquire rich more than Sika. Somebody told me that sometimes there is a dignity in certain poverty. One casa wouldn't say you don't have the money. But in Tabuna, what's an amount for boo, amount for opinion and those things I have the highest esteem because I'm for him say, Tabi. You are a person of principle, you have your integrity, those things intact. That is what we need to look at. Now you're shifting away from money. Because the kind of appointment that we do in this particular country, clearly, merit. Sometimes any element of merit. It is a bayaba. We are filling positions with individuals. Just like this meritorious elsewhere you consider defining individuals, the role that they can play, the change that they can offer, the ideologies you consider all these things and put people in the situation by being free they can bring that particular change. But our context is a bit different because I Akufo-Addo an education minister, the way a man that messed that particular place up. Who teams will name the oil or name the left from the right? We are Greek minister, a Greek ministry who are carrying the continent to comedy. It's so embarrassing and disheartening. And this Kodu Oponkoma Wakana said sometimes he comes out and defends certain nonsense and certain absurdities. Now, is it the same guy who was sitting at Joy FM then and so forth? It is the concept of appreciation of partisan politics. They say a team, send me a party, me go against my party. But the democracy better now, why wasn't the Trump by he took certain decisions, George Bush. GOP former president, he looked him in the face and told him, oh, no, my friend. And there was time a lot of them had issues with him. And his own party people, some vowed never to vote for the GOP because of Trump and the name of being oil. That inability to think independently, and then I did the superiority of who you are. Let people have that particular feeling. But who say, oh, you are just one of that. They are in the sunset.
Wow. Because who say, a very nice person. Your friend is saying, but Omokasa Yansen. One thing I mean, who Ghana said, they be a say, see, I brought for a yes, democracy, democracy. Because Ronald's time, not democracy, be new. Yeah, to say, a be new cry, but at least not name you be echo ye. Now, democracy, Nagasanga, when we're preaching democracy, no, and then who can say, now I bet you are to me back up to smart so. Captain Smart, MPP. What I say? Or say there's no way you will vote for NDC. The Ukunwa uncle, I don't have issue problem. Or Kosia Cement, I had problem with him at that time. Or also creative problem. But Nyanseniba, or tell us a Jane on said no. I didn't Jane say a bayan, and yes, sir, and on we into a pulling home, and all year din, all can you credit me. I listen to him every morning. or can you cry me attitude na enyoma oil because me penyan say same year film enti adenti adan crofo preach democracy omo tata your friend saying Captain Smart so je ni na oba na onu mo no wo so tata crofo no onu antata onu your friend saying nipa ko say Rollins tata pa Akufo-Addo nipa ko so attack pa MPP for no nipa cho bo mo tina ho o say Tio, inti, no me be say say inti adenti and Rollins on one tata omo mo ndwan yanko because me anka sama si dwan wo Ghana na Rollins bo ni mo no me ma say yes I'm telling you the truth nkofo be dwan na enye but eba ne say na MPP tata Captain Smart
I think what follow Niama Koso Ghana na Utie said na Akufo-Addo over the years. The Dia Wajia human rights advocate. This blah 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 or who position as a democracy na Ebano ne demu na yakushia na yakoya conference na yajetum or the chichire no hunyina nam all over the place. So a lot of people believed in him say oh democracy ne dia can democracy or no and the free buyer. But I keep telling people, so now that guy has never been a Democrat. He's rather an imposter. He's a democratic imposter. Somebody who has just decided to front democracy, just to fool people into believing, just to hoodwink people into believing, say, oh, I'm a Democrat. But in reality, there is no fiber of defense democracy via with him. Because there has been instances in a civilized dispensation like ours, we are saying, that attitude of metata or the finance acquaintance, those things, now happen under your friends a military regime. Many those things now a bit understandable because soldiers always come with a gun and the SS that come with it. But so where a transition from 1992. Successfully a transition by a transition successful transition Ghana a beacon of hope on the radar of democracy. A lot of countries look up to Ghana as a success story. They believe in us. They think that Ghana democracy in there jint into the move. So it really became very embarrassing when countries elsewhere later realized a binum your friends are like a terror organization unleashing mayhem on its own citizens for criticizing the government. And you see some of the attacks were high profile attacks. For instance, Sawuti Ameswali issue and the involvement of Ken Ajapona, who is jokingly now masquerading around the place of a president. That particular issue has gone now. Proper investigation in free this particular issue. And several other individuals. And there was a time Manasseh Azure confirmed Johnny from this particular country because none the life was under threat. I fear we have become several individuals. Said that particular hostile atmosphere created for journalists. I think that one thing that nobody anticipated and nobody expected as a manifest under a self-acclaimed Democrat over the years. That name Waji Amana. But I'm telling you, he has never believed in democracy. He's just an imposter fronting democracy. So if he doesn't get his way, Buga means if you ever first get in the way, we'll get it through. And within the MP people attest to the fact, within the party, he always wants to have his way. If you disagree with him, he has his own way of getting back to you. That is why most of them even feel intimidated and stuff. And he doesn't listen with this kind of issue hereby. When was the first time I watched it within our political establishment? Party no form threatening government there. One minister Manankwa, business amount, and the government on that particular promise defaulted. Or the appointment Kwasan Kopili, so you're the caretaker, a minister telling you that you can go to hell or move the all kind of clients from Bimano. And you see, that is how he has been operating, like a rogue kind of a mercenary who has been armed with political power. And when you arm your friend is a rogue element with political power, what they use it to terrorize everybody. And I think that is what has been happening. What terrorizing journalists are terrorizing a true economy, so economy in the fair share of that terrorism. I think what is happening, we are not surprised.
Yeah. You have to be careful because kasa obi betumi about inbox no wabe boom nti we obi a unni akoma pe obe dia dia we no. But I thank you so much.
Yes, and also they're just joking. They say that is what they need to understand. Say we may not be walking hood guns and stuff, but some of us have a big heart to understand. Say once we believe in what we are doing, once we know say what we are doing is for a good cause. We are not doing it out of hate. We are not doing it out of malice. We are not doing it as a tool or political propaganda against Obia. Number semna ye cannot the obvious truth. Let me catch you. Be said. This whole bond issue near my cost man 40 when we started advocacy, when we were warning them, when we saw the signs, when the guy was committing corruption and doing the excesses, in one accord, we sent a message to him. Exactly. We are wayward individuals. Youth of today, you don't respect, and some like you can't vindicated. I told you so, no. A sign of vindication for those of us who held on to our position. Say Akufo-Addo was messing this particular country out, and the evidence, and then you grab on and that will be a Fabino. But I'm happy that the consequences are spreading over, and you're here for one feeling the consequences, and then as you can follow Musica Koto Bond,
thank you.
And then they are all talking. Yamina Tio
and I want you say yeah for question when I watch you guys me share sometimes me work Ghana TV3 me pa me baho I am me share say I want intensify security now because sometimes I watch Captain Smart and then some more can pacho maybe say or china so una bisa say we di dro bia na say dro we di bia o ma me kakra because me need be na me dey face o musa.
But me sure say you see it's about having strong conviction and believing in what you're doing. If you are motivated by something, you'll be na ball partner or baby, the person may no go the expectation open when something can but when your motivation intrinsic like a flume, because when you look what's your one thing, we had the veil of desperation, the hopelessness, the mass economic hysteria, what people are going through, the fact some of us we can just shut up. That is the problem. We can't just keep quiet. So we will say it at the peril of our life. And after we say
exactly.
That is the so we are just committed to the truth. Just want people to know say so when you get those things now, one person as a rational human being, you use that as a basis to make informed political choices going forward.
Exactly.
Say that means you can. Politics in the chance of Krumano. The amount for Momotana, Peace FM, Joy, in the mind, and what they thought was right, is what they inserted in the minds of the people.
Exactly.
So the basis, wasn't about individually thinking to make an informed decision so far as politics is concerned. They source their thought from what other people were saying. But then with the advent of the new media, the platform we have diverse platform created. People are listening to the alternative and the other side. And by assessing those information, they can make their own informed political choices and decisions. That is why I'm very hopeful, sir, in few years to come, the rules of engagement so far as Ghana politics is concerned will change. And a lot of people who are more relevant within the political system, when Ghanaians become heightened, those individuals will lose their political, they will lose their usefulness and their essence. And that is the point. That mental revolution may come as them no, kick in, and then Ghanaians will know who and who to elect as leaders and demand what and what from them. That is the point. Even we say the new Ghana we all dream for no, abe real. Then just a fixation be a
Good. I like that. I like that. Madam Fubiwa always in an or Kawa 70. Remember, say, or maybe one or two questions be na ya again. Now ya continue because I'm after a while they want to speak to you. One say, Mama Elsie and Kasa, well, also, anything. Mama Elsie. Also, be very okay. But you bring kakra. Bring kakra money. Let's say it creates way now. Okay, cool. That's a kakra money. Good. But you almost sound gentleman.
Yes. Yes, I see.
Okay. Charlie, anything? I mean, you know that. So before because I interview, now okay, so we decided some few questions. I should wait here another guy, very hardcore. You was standing brown with you said you may be some swear. You are charging the kakra.
Is it true? Yeah. If you take a loan from Ghana, Parliament has to give you the boy
loan?
Yeah,
no, for if it's for Ghana.
Loan in Ghana from a Ghanaian institution. Do you need parliamentary approval?
No, but the cathedral is okay. Remember one don't worry. Questions be bring Charlie, this is Ivan. Me say utmi ubisa no question
Ivan, good evening.
Good evening.
Charlie, I'm sure for all the hard work, all the bravery, and the inspiration now. When whatever that is motivating you, it is our prayer. Say you continue to do it just like the way you are going, and to grow bigger and better in wisdom, because quite often, we can not just about the fact how you present your case, and not just about how you articulate your words, but particularly about the wisdom that you display in your knowledge, And Emma, some of us, we are so fascinated. That's what they are saying, and we just, for me in particular, I see Kwame Nkrumah in you. Not just through your voice, but in your image. And you see, Ghanaians, we are in Kophobia. Say who's Senipa dia enyame na me yentino me mmona baso. So I say, but for we the modern day generation, we want to eliminate this kind of canker. So that say who's obi born on here. You be born na baso na encouraging no. Now say if we have to invest in that particular person now, we must do so to further protect them. Because for you, I will say that you are a national asset. And when I say this, me per se, who get it carried away. But I'm saying this to encourage you, appreciate you for the work that you are doing out there. But my question, I'm the person who say, what are your political ambitions?
Thank you very much. And I mean, a lot of the inspiration, you're moving to you draw from some of you in the diaspora, because now I felt what is happening in Ghana now. What is happening in the diaspora, now we have situation in Ghana. Now most of you don't come. We have Ghana cry. You don't even care about what is happening. But that's appears very often, you have very much fixated on happenings in Ghana, especially in the political arena. I think there are a lot of a lot of inspiration and motivation for some of us here, because we are not alone in this particular thing, and we are working together as one people with common way, and a time will come. I think that whatever that we intend to achieve, at this point, I think that ambition politically, no, we all hope we can grow in whatever that we are doing. And you understand the challenges in as we come up with, but we hope we will persist and grow in what we are doing, because politics in no challenge about who is among for us way towards NDC MPP politics now. So much visited in partisan politics. So my whole idea is build a generation who may belong to NDC MPP. Yes, they have the right to do that, but their thinking will be elevated beyond the frontiers of partisan politics.
Thank you.
Now, who say there is a country called Ghana. That is our ultimate destination. That's our country. Political parties are just vehicles. Ultima or destination is the country called Ghana. So how do we get there? You can't love the vehicle more than the destination you are going, which is Ghana. But that particular sense of patriotism and nationalism, it seems to have been deleted, because party na be instrument I use to capture political power. So we use all our energy fighting party basis. And the country in Ethiopia. So now there are a lot of people who are more committed to party than your friends in Ghana. So I'm just hoping you better build that particular generation. You may belong to NDC, you may belong to MPP, but the ultimate will need Ghana and Yakase or mine. That is when that particular law for country and not coming to bear, and be about you serve the country called Ghana and not party, and then because you belong somewhere. So I think that is the kind of political future some of us are seeking, say to me, and going forward. So at this point, education is very, very key. To me, and na yansa ya dwen na ya free say see a change ya soro no nko that will be enough. You bet me akwa Jesus Christ abai the president of Ghana. If the psyche and the thinking of the people doesn't change, we will corrupt him and the nation will be on standstill. And in moving away from where we are, we need to move by educating minds for people to have a better appreciation of this political concept. Now you know the fine lines between nationalism and party, kind of that party thing. See who those fine lines now. I think that is the point a bit me I start to say. At this point, we are committed to a particular country and we are building that particular country.
Good.
Okay. Let me say, from my personal view, I can say, at this particular point, knowledge is not ruling the nation. No. I say, Yakofa ni pay bifi kwanchen baby. Any idea mo abase mombra na I say company no mombra mo behwe so bi. Na mo discount bi na mo yede na mo nko because very recently MPP ni be e make a statement be say the party comes first. And sana anything else, even the nation. I've forgotten whoever made that statement. But say uti assembly says because Almighty knew how can we have any group of members be to talk less political party and I say Almighty na etimima akwenyama political parties it is the say yeah political party any more answer how does this work?
Yes.
So
so for political yes.
Ena ebio so no one thing I can say the issue of unza na talk about political parties partisan politics but quite often we always forget about the other arm which has also grown so much into the partisan, which is tribalistic politics. So so we always focus more on the partisan politics, forgetting say our partisan-centered political ideologies grew out of our tribalistic ideologies and sentiments. So how do you think we can address this particular canker?
Yeah, I think this ethnocentric and tribal politics now, it's quite obvious because so we have two major political parties in Ghana, for instance, the NDC and the MPP. Lines are free bar. And over the years, there are individuals that they are very rigid in their thinking. Very, very, very rigid. It's like a tradition. For instance, a typical as a wakukuma, NDC. So, like your home is some way. The same thing, you go to border region and mention MPP some way. So it's like people have adopted that particular thing without question. We are swallowing the pill, the party pill. Without questioning. When I say you're then you. So, and the problem be any home, but what you're doing is that you incentivize other individuals who are key stakeholders in the party to use that particular thing to make themselves whoever that they want to become. Because and some MP me for Ashanti region. Now me free say me kuma there my nyahwe kwa chelo meto amamia because there are instances I see that ponche kwa kwa le beto abama. And it's true. Whether ponche na the practical so when we na ponche awene. And they are not looking at individual. Nipa na wo no he has that particular luxury to mess up, to do whatever that you want to do because at the end of the day the ticket power that is supposed to be given by the people is assured. So whenever a politician realizes his ticket is assured, there is no motivation for him to do anything. That is why if you go to Ashanti region today, even though the party is in power, they get a lot of their vote from, go and look at their road. Very terrible, because there is no motivation, nothing. So at the end of the day, we the people, lose. But if we disconnect and do away with that tribal, ethnocentric politics, and I am voting based on competence. I am voting based on policies and Nipano offer. I am voting based on ABC there. Then Nipano will now go back and look out for those qualities and ensure he has them. He will present that particular quality before the people. For instance, if you go to the United States of America, you are dealing with an enlightened group of people who look at you, scrutinize you, ask questions until you satisfy whatever doubt the person has on his mind. He will not give you his vote. It doesn't matter whether we are all GOP or we are all Democrats. They are looking for certain things. But he has no power. And if he's a no be right, the man a pine. Pine you control near dinner pot. Yeah, for instance, there was this popular promise in the first manifesto last year. MPP said, Kaya ye for behind wholesale market for. Within the context, if you're doing any reasonable analysis around this particular thing, yes, say you have a group of people who are a bit enlightened and you're having a discussion around this thing. The first question that must come to your mind is, Kaya, the papa said, yes, see, who's the movie? Kaya is a byproduct of your fairness, a desperate situation, that is a hyper unemployment situation that has forced helpless young people to move from the north to Ashanti region. Some of them are sleeping outside, some of them, they don't have anything to do. So a government cannot weave a policy to ensure that you are housing them when it is indeed your job to ensure you create sustainable job opportunities for them. They stay at home, they don't come. But I'm saying, vote look at can I penny to know.